hopefully you're all having an absolutely amazing day. I'm just going to go straight into it, team, because this has blown up like bigger than Ben-Hur, and it's really exciting. And I really want to start off by just acknowledging that, you know, I'm here because of the beautiful gift that Natalie Baldock really gave me and my family and my tribe and my community nearly 8 years ago. And that was the gift that, you know, she's learned and put her heart into, which is based on these beautiful whole food concentrates that our amazing Juice Plus company makes. Backed on just the legacy that sits behind that. So I just would really want to acknowledge that, that this is just such a beautiful gift that we are really excited to share with you, because I truly believe that as we all raise the tide, you know, we're all going to benefit. And it comes down to just really simple systems that you guys hopefully can be super proud of. There's definitely no right way or wrong way of ever doing this business, but it all does come down to what we eat, how we think, and how we breathe and perceive our lives. So I think we all kind of know we're in a bit of a health crisis in our country, and this is such a beautiful way that we can help inspire healthy living in our country and around the world. So let's get started. But yeah, open your hearts, team. Open your hearts to your own personal inspiration. And I'm going to kind of go off a bit of an interview style with myself to try and keep me on track and kind of do this, which is really exciting. So, how do you build a customer base using these two programs? So firstly, let's introduce the programs. And I'm sorry to be the really annoying human that actually has the program. It's really exciting. So this first program that I want to share, this is our your guide to health and wellbeing. This is our Kickstart 10 program. And this is coming from the States, and then it's been changed and really Australianified, which is beautiful from some of the teams here. And this is gold. This is just absolutely wonderful. And this is available through your virtual office at any time. To me, Kickstart 10 is like, it's the introduction. It's like when you're trying to get people to have a really great feeling experience using our products with a simple guide. So for you, you might kind of use this as a way to you know, invite people into the business. You really want to kind of know your market who really needs a program like this. And kind of little saying in here is, I think it's really important for you guys to understand that we have these Kickstart programs and we have How to Play It Up, but you can call them whatever you want and then use them as the foundational program behind your already existing business, which is really important, because remember, you are your brand and people buy you for and foremost. And I think it's really important that we be really creative when it comes to using these programs that are done Australian-wide, because you still want to retain your uniqueness and your authenticity when it comes to being a part of this, if that makes sense. So for an example on that, we use the Kickstart program as a little intro program for 30 days with people to get them feeling and trying to do the guidelines that are in here. So I know I've been asked, there's a few people that don't actually know how this works. It's based on a 10-day Kickstart at the start of every month. So we're always inviting people to do a Kickstart with us. And that's when we're adding in for us, we just add in the complete. And then we're asking people or inviting people to reduce their dairy and their gluten and their processed foods, tea, coffee, alcohol, all that sort of stuff, and increase all those well-being factors that they know. So for us, this is just a great intro program once people are a customer already, to get them happening. And then to me, this is the lifestyle program. This is the How to Play It Up. How good does it look? I'll give you a little flick. Ooh, that wasn't very good, sorry. This is, to me, this is the lifestyle. This is taking them from that initial starting experience and then getting them into a lifestyle. And this, to me, is how you have a customer for life. And I've been using How to Play It Up for nearly 8 years now. I've actually even got the original old version here, for those that like relics. It's a beautiful program that I would use the printout sections in it as well. So this is going to be coming to you guys shortly. Don't harass head office for it too much, but it will be coming really soon. But one of the big things in this, like I was sort of saying, is remember how to plate up, Juice Plus, Kickstart. These are all foundational programs for whatever you're doing and however you see this as a vehicle in your life. So when it comes to building a strong customer base using these, I think it's really important for you guys to identify and know your market. Who is it that actually needs a Kickstart program? Who needs a lifestyle program? My market is very much working mums who need simple nutrition really quick. They know it's so easy to go to the supermarket, but they really want to make it themselves. So I love the principles in how to plate up, because you can either follow the guide or I teach them the core principles of plating up with the carbohydrates, the protein and the fats. So I think, again, know your market. It's really important that you know exactly who you're after, and choose your vehicle. Like, choose the vehicle that you want to use for your business. You know, again, make it your own. Have these as foundational programs if you want to, but not everyone has to go into a How to Plate Up support group. Remember, you can start anything from scratch. We started a new program just 2 months ago from scratch, and it's really exciting. There's 60 people in it. That's 60 new orders. So I think, please know that, you know, you can do this from scratch. You can do this with yourself. You can do this with a team, but don't let limitations come into how you use this, but also be creative, I think, is the real thing I want to kind of get across here. Always invite people. That's the best way to get customers, is people need to know what you do, and they need to know you're matching your message. And that is transparent. And that's how I truly believe that. I have a saying, it's a little mantra. I'm sorry, it's a little bit full on, but it is that I am the gift. And that if I know that I have a gift, I have a program and products that sit in these categories, I know that people are going to come to me, because I'm really living in that genuine gratitude for what I have. So share real life stories. I think people want you to be vulnerable and relatable. So again, share experiences with how you're starting to plate up. Definitely send out the little minis. They're just brilliant. I use those in events to make the food and demonstrate them. When it comes to, I'm kind of jumping around here a little bit, sorry, but when it comes to events, I think it's really important for you, again, to create something that really resonates with your vehicle. So for me, my vehicle that was shown to me that was also well in my values was to open my home. And not everybody's in that situation, but for me, I love opening my home. I actually literally open my garage. It's converted to a little wellness sort of room for women. I think it's really important that you, choose a vehicle, open your home. And if food is your thing, remember, we all have to eat. So therefore, everybody needs Juice Plus. It's a bit of a no-brainer there. Use the recipes to create interest, because people love tangible things they can go home with, or they love seeing it on social media. A little bit of a tip there for getting customers and getting them interested in a program like this is to put up a picture of the food that you've made from the plate or your own, and then put a thing, would anyone like this recipe? Put it in your Instagram story or your Facebook story, and then get people to, send me the recipe, and then tell them, hey, this is a recipe from our program that people get on the inside. If you want to know more, just shout out. And then that allows you then the permission. If they say, yeah, definitely tell me more, you can then share a little bit more about how these programs work. And I basically have 2 programs that sit under my massive umbrella. And it's our beautiful 30-day Nourish to Flourish. See how it doesn't use the Kickstart program. And then our bigger, greater program, that's 16 Weeks to Wellness. So it's really important that you have some verbiage that you can have around using these programs that help people know exactly what you do. Keep your stories simple. I think it's really important when it comes to sharing your stories. Make it really, really simple. And we'll kind of go back to events for a little bit here. Is when it comes to events, people want simple explanations of how Juice Plus works. Like, don't overcomplicate it, and never go into an event trying to be an expert. Just go in with simple, fun stories about where you were, what your pain was, what you've done and then kind of where you're going, because people will catch the vision. So for me, I'm using those nice plates that I made, getting a bit worn out now, and really just talk about the things we're trying to eliminate by doing a kickstart, to increase the plants on the plate, because these create, you know, a body system that's not really thriving. It's often exhausted, exhausted, and we want to get people to energize. But by doing a simple visual like this, it helps our beautiful, you know, participants either on, you know, a Facebook or in an in-home event or however it is, or even with a chat. I often do lots of one-on-one chats. They can get a visualization, and then they can sort of see that this is where they're going to, and that how this works in the body, that this ratio really helps the body to gain energy, because we have the fats that help absorb the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes and antioxidants from the plants, and we have the protein that's responsible for all the bodily systems. You know, we've got the fats in place that are going to help that super highway of communication happening, so there's no rusting of the cells. They're well lubricated with good essential omega fats, and just make it really simple. You know, I followed Natalie Baldock around for weeks and months and years, just learning the simple verbiage behind it. And then, you know, right at the end of an event, you might just want to sort of share and put the beautiful products, like we shared at 90-Day Game Plan, putting the protein on and just sharing a story. Like, I found it really hard to get enough protein in my diet. I really thought protein was for men and I was going to get bulky. But I realized that was actually one of the key things I was missing, as I wasn't getting the beautiful amino acids that are responsible for all the things that my gut needs to be well, you know, and then share a little bit about good fats and how that's really great for mental health and how it helps your nervous system, and the rainbow, you know, share about maybe how you have a limited experience with eating the rainbow, but make it really personal for people as well. I think it's important, I don't want to take up too much of your time, to use a hand visual wherever you can. If you don't have plates, if you're not that type inclined, you know, it's just 30% protein, 10% fat, 60% plants. And if you want to use starchy carbohydrates, clench that fist. You know, visualizations like that help when you're teaching, you're explaining to people. The more the merrier, I think, definitely, for that. Yeah, always give people an invitation. I think it's really important that, you know what you're doing, you stay in your lane and get really clear on the vehicle you're doing, but always keep that invitation really open to people, that people know that you're available to help them. I think that is one of the best things that you can do as a distributor. Simple educational tools, you know, actually learn and really listen to the verbiage of how, you know, the nutritionist and naturopath Sarah Grieper has signed this off. That's really, really important. And yeah, tune into as many educational things like this is important as well. And then do your own research. So if you typed in inflammation and then food for an inflammatory diet, you're going to get some little verbiage to how to speak about your plate. You know, so when you're, you know, doing an example for people, you'll be able to say, oh, I put beautiful fish on here with lots of olive oil, maybe a bit of goat's feta and some micro herbs, because, you know, the goat's feta is really great for X, Y, and Z. And I think it's really important that you kind of had that really simple explanation going on. So when it comes to using these programs, I think printing them is such a wonderful way to do it. I don't give the How to Plate Up to anyone unless they're signed up for the capsules. It is the gold. It's our permission to love on people for 16 weeks. It's the 120 days. And the How to Plate Up, I kind of use it as a bit of a coaching tool, that when I'm going through with someone, I'm definitely using pages like this. You know, I'm using the fact that let's pick a protein, let's pick some plants and some fats, and get them to teach them how to do that with the same recipes they already do. So how to jazz up the lasagna that their kids absolutely smash. You know, how to jazz up husband's plate, you know, who he's eating probably too much, you know, processed foods on there as well, and by sneaking and adding plants. So these are great handouts. And when you get your digital copy, you know, I print these and put them up everywhere. And then you can fill in, do a couple of spare pages that you can fill in, actually coach with people and fill out a couple of recipes with them. I think that's a really beautiful tool, to be able to use. So I'm just have a quick flick to see if there's any questions, guys. And then you can fill in. Sorry, my delay there. Good, cool, awesome. Just making sure there's no questions at this stage. But I think, guys, keep it really simple. You know, use social media as this beautiful platform to share this message, but don't be too much about just how to plate up. Like I would love to show you my food methodology. Like own it, you know. And then when people know, then you're like, I've learned this from Natalie Baldock. You know, she shared this. Like, this is through my company. I've learned this through my company. We believe in plating up this way. We believe that there's a gap between what we should eat and what we do eat, and that's why we've got this amazing whole food concentrates that lay the foundation and bridge that gap. And if you want to know more, I'd love to be able to share it with you. You know, little things like that is verbiage is really, really important. But get creative. One of my favorite events to do is Eat Breakfast Like a Queen, where people come to my house for breakfast and we share a whole food breakfast made with complete smoothies and waffles and good fats. And we show people how to not only plate up, but also how to smoothie up, you know, by putting in a base of fats, put in some beautiful avocado, put in the protein with the complete, and then put in lots of plants, and then just blend that up. So get creative, show people how they can do it very simple and on the run. Get creative with your ideas from how you want to do dinners, or you want to just do online events and have people share pictures of their food. Like, know that food is at the heart of everything, and that's why the Kickstart is a great way to get them eliminating the inflammatory food and get them just feeling good, so they're open for more information. There's the guide that you can just follow, and it's for all diets as well. I think these two programs work so beautifully hand in hand, and I think you're going to have a lot of success with them. This is going to be really exciting. But yeah, if you have any questions, I'll jump on and try and answer as much. But sorry, this is my first one, and it's super nervy, and but really excited. This truly is a gift, and don't overcomplicate it. Keep it really, really simple. And know that the resources are there, but keep doing what you're doing. Just add another beautiful element to maybe helping people know that they can walk this journey with you. All right, guys, I will chat to you soon.